Hello, guys.
We're
Sorry,
back.
we're back here, but I can't put music on, so it's a show without music today, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You guys can sing.
Oh, the wrong one. If you got the love and you bide your time. I'm singing it in the backing vocal.
Actually, we try and sing it. Actually, how's it go? Come on,
Come on. If you
got
got
the
the
love
love and you
and
bide
you
your
bide your
time, you're
time,
full of
full of
ambition.
ambition.
We will be
You will
fine,
be
so
fine.
come
So come
on.
on.
Come
Anyway.
on. You
Anyway.
know I love you and wanna be with you, but let's take
Hey, no, Mideyah, we don't go that far. You meant to keep them wanting more. Like,
Have
they need
we
to
started?
go to
We started.
Alstallio.com to hear the rest.
We started, yeah. You
I'm
know,
giving away
actually,
freebies.
you know, I'm
Anyway,
just speaking to
welcome.
myself. I'm just gonna share this on Facebook. Maybe you can introduce us, Mideyah. Let's see, Mideyah, you can introduce us.
I'm here. Cue me in.
No, I said you can introduce us.
Oh, hello there. Hi, everyone. This is Mideyah, and welcome to our weekly family affair podcast. We have Alstallio, we have Pudding, we have yet to have Travesty, and myself, Mideyah, Ushgardness. How is everyone?
We're good. We're good.
Good.
All right. Just chilling. Tired.
Good. So, Alstallio.
Actually, I've got something I want to talk to. I want to start off today. Can I start off, please?
Yes, that's why I said Alstallio. Take it. The floor's yours.
Okay. So I was lying next to my wife yesterday, and I got a bit of a controversial topic.
Yeah.
I was lying next, and I was like, wait a minute. Today we live in a world where my wife can turn around to me and say, I don't no longer want to be known as a woman. I'm a man, and I identify as a man. So now you're officially with a man. And I was like, actually, that's crazy. Because me, I don't have a problem, but I'm like, my wife could really make me gay. Why?
But would you really?
Yeah, really. But just the decision she make. She said to me that she would leave. No, I would. She thinks I would leave if she decided that. But I was like, yeah, wait there. Am I supposed to just throw everything away all of a sudden? But what I want to know is what would be the right thing to do?
I think what would happen is after a lot of discussion, you would become roommates until you know really where you're going, because you would then love that person as a brother more than as a wife. You would look at that person now as your brother, or probably a friend. You know what I mean? So I think that's what would happen. I don't think you would walk away because you've got too many years and you've got the kids behind you. You wouldn't fizzle out. You'd be confused. You'd have a lot of emotions going on. You'd be confused. You'd be angry. You'd be curious. I think a lot of emotions would come into play, but I don't think you'd just walk away, because if you walked away, that means you had no love in the first place.
Yeah, but don't you have to? But that's what I want to talk about. Isn't that like kind of? I mean, how do we say that? I mean, I understand when you do it when you're young, when you make a change. But when you're like, there's a woman called Ellie. I don't want to dead name her. Sorry, I don't want to dead name her. But the original
Elliot Page.
Yes.
When is Travesty trying to get in? Where is she?
I don't know. And Ellie Page decided that, I guess it was a long thought out process, so she didn't just decide like 1 minute to the next. But now she decided she didn't want to be known as Ellie Page anymore. She wants to be known as Elliot Page. And I was like, and she's already grown. How old is Ellie Page? Is probably 30s.
Yeah.
Or late 20s. So I mean, and then she's like, I identify with him as a man now, so I'm now officially a he. And I'm like, Wow.
Hold on. Sorry, Alstallio. Can you allow Travesty to get in, please?
Thing is, though, with Elliot Page, I always remember this because when she actually came out as lesbian, she not long released the Juno film where she was acting as a pregnant lady in it, and she came out. I always remember that, and I always found that was interesting that she came out, and then now she's come out again saying, actually, I identify as male.
And you say she's sort of in her late 20s, early 30s?
I wouldn't.
I think Ellie Page is about, I think she's around.
She's got to be in her 30s, I reckon.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, you don't. Wait there. What do you mean you agree? Do you know what we're saying? Oh, don't get across the party.
Hey, don't be trying to throw shade over there.
She's 33.
She's 33. Okay.
Yeah. Sarkinong.
Okay, I don't know how far you listen to her, but I was saying that basically, I was talking to my wife the other day, and I was like, she could just turn around and say to me tomorrow that she no longer identifies as a woman. She's now a man. And she could change her name into let's say Julius, and she would be a man. That would make me officially gay, or would it not? Because technically, yeah, but how wouldn't it? I would introduce. Imagine me introducing Julius. I'd be like, okay.
I'll just explain to you. If she turned into a male, are you talking after she's gone the whole way and become a male?
No, whatever she decides to do with that process. Depends, because you can identify with it as a male and not change. You could be like, I'm a male.
No, you wouldn't be gay then. If it's just a name change and acting like a man doesn't make you gay.
Yeah, but not wait there. But when I'm introducing to my friends, like, this is Julius. How would I say that? Like,
you would just say this is Julius, and that's it.
Yeah,
Julian. We should say Julian. This is Julian.
No, I just say this is Jay.
Yeah. That's it. That's true.
How would you even know if you wanted to identify as those names anyway? It could be Benjamin. You just don't know.
No, but you know what we're talking about. You know what we're talking about. We're not talking about that. We're just talking in theory here.
I know.
Like your partner would come out and say, like in my case, my wife would come out and say to me, I now identify as a man. I feel like I'm a man, and that's it.
Well, that happens in real life.
What would I be expected to do? I have to be like, okay.
You get to choose.
Could I identify as a woman then and be like, I'm a woman now, so we can stay straight?
I suppose. Everybody can do whatever they want.
Then I'll probably just do that. Then I think that's the easiest way. I'll just be like, yeah, then I'm a woman. Then I'll be the woman. Then.
And then what would your name become then? Alstallio.
Wait, Netta. I mean, look. We're aware that this is actually a sensitive topic for a lot of people, and we're not laughing about it. It's just it's a question that I'm sure a lot of people would actually have and like to know the answer to, or at least I would, because I don't know. I just feel like it would be a weird situation, wouldn't it? It'd be like, okay, do I leave now? Like Julius Julius said that I'll leave. She thinks I would leave. I wouldn't stay. I don't know if I'd stay or not. I just wouldn't want to. I don't know. It's ridicule. I don't know, man.
I think it would turn into just a good friendship.
Yeah.
I think a good friendship where you're raising the kids.
Yeah,
there are reasons why I would say that, and it's nothing to do with the change of agenda. I think it would be the perfect excuse for you to just be friends, and then you just go and do what you need to do.
If his ideal life. Yeah, I agree. I was going to say exactly that.
Yeah,
I mean, so that was fantastic. You know what I mean? You've always got a nice home to come back to. You do what you can do, and then come back home and chill.
I live that life anyway, though.
And be with your friend.
Oh my God, a torment. Only needs to have a word.
That was my pet peeve for the day. Actually, I have another one. I think I might have had another one. Actually, was there any other topics
before we get to the main one of the evening? Is there anybody else? Is there anything you want to say, Pudding? Like when you're coming back from work, did anything upset you? What about you, Travesty? Did you listen to another podcast and
No,
want to discuss
actually, I
anything?
just want to moan. Can I moan?
Yes,
I
you
want to
can.
moan about.
Have a moan. You can have a moan.
I've got a new change in career path, only slightly different. But
Mm-hmm.
what I don't get is I'm still working in the educational sector, but all the windows are open, man. All the windows are open. It's sick. I get sick, feeling all chilly and all that. And they said, oh, it's down to the virus and stuff. And I was thinking to myself, but now that's where it gets a bit tricky. You're opening the windows. Everyone's feeling sick. Everyone's got runny nose and all these COVID symptoms. And now you want to say, oh, children in isolation. Like, there's a whole class in isolation. I was thinking, but every door, every window is open in the school, pretty much.
It's speaking of that, I've been told about this, and I think it's pretty cruel. Because of that, one of my grandchildren doesn't want to go to school because they're cold. They're cold, and there's no fun in the school. Everything's taken away from them. You know, it's really cruel. What's going on? Are they doing that in Germany?
That's a good topic.
Are they doing that in Germany, Alstallio?
I'm not sure.
Find out if they're having all the windows open, because I can't understand why you think that COVID would fly through the window and fly its way out.
I think it's to sort of keep the air circulation.
But why not having what do you call it?
Because there's so many people in one area.
Yeah.
It's not like there's only 2 and 3 people in one room. They wouldn't have to have the windows open. But when there's more than that, you got to think of all the diseases that are flying about, and kids can't really distance, and
I don't know.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It doesn't make logical sense, to be honest, because you're opening the window in the winter, knowing that kids are going to catch a chill. Then you're going to have the audacity to say they've got COVID, and then you add in numbers up so you can get round to what's really annoying us all. This vaccine, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's true.
It's ridiculous.
Actually, be careful what you say about the V. You got to call it the V now, because they're taking down a lot of videos. And like, obviously, I sent you this video that they actually took down one of my videos because we spoke about it.
They've took one of mine down.
They call it misinformation.
The
V missing. Sorry, travesty. The V misinformation.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. That could be an album cover.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The V.
But the thing is, talking about that, did any of you watch the video that I did post when it was back in 2013, and it was the swine flu? Channel 4 itself revealed that it was a catastrophe. It was hyped up like it was with this COVID. The only difference is there weren't masks, but they made all these vaccines which went to waste because swine flu disappeared on its own. Unless swine flu is now COVID.
Was that genuinely aired, though, Mideyah?
Listen, you can't put a fake Channel 4 up with the people who was reading the news back then. You can't put up a fake video of that.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
About it. Well, how come there's the same news people are in there reading the news and talking about it then? If it's fake.
Listen, I've seen some things in my time, and I'm not even that old. I've seen some things. I'm thinking, how is that even a thing?
I know what
you
things
know what I mean?
The thing is,
technology is just amazing these days.
I understand what you're saying, Pudding, but realistically, what did happen with the swine flu? Because it was a big deal then.
Good point.
I think these things just come and go. There's so many different combinations of diseases.
Alstallio, sorry for cutting you. Have you sent the link to your regular listener? She's inquiring if it's on.
I've put it on. It's on the Black Ops page.
You need to let her know.
Oh, one sec.
Because she's messaging frantically.
I don't have like 3 main listeners. Is that okay? Can I put it there? I don't know. Look, well, I wrote specifically on the Black Ops page that it's not on there today due to technical difficulties, and it's going to be shown on YouTube. So today it's on YouTube live. Yes. If anyone is interested.
Yeah, but going back to the swine flu, it was a big deal back then. You know, everybody was up in arms thinking, I always remember thinking, I can still remember thinking, what the hell's this swine flu? Because no one I knew around caught it. It was the same as what's going on today, only they've made it more exaggerated now because they're saying wear masks. They've ruined the kids' school lives. They've ruined businesses, and someone's actually posted, and they can't say it's miscommunicated because they were in hospital for another reason. And she said, I can quote what she was saying, all you saw was the staff doing TikTok, watching TikTok and putting on makeup. The hospitals are empty. She said they need to go, the nurses and doctors need to go to jails because the hospitals are empty. She'd gone there for a completely different reason, and she was getting people to become aware and write to the MPs about it because it's unfair that the media itself is spreading this scaremongering and propaganda saying, deadliest thing is hospitals are overrun, nurses and doctors are overworked, when in fact the hospitals are having a holiday. Just like COVID is right now.
You know what? I think, because I've been obviously thinking about this a lot, and I think it's not because they're fearful that this disease could get out of control and overrun the NHS. The NHS for years has been under pressure and underfunded.
Yeah.
And overrun for years. Look at A&E figures. I haven't got them to hand, but those were bad. They were high waiting times, and they were trying to get it down to a certain amount. They did at one point, but obviously this has reached it back up. But really and truly, obviously they're scared because the NHS is probably at breaking point already, and it only takes one or two extra patients, and what's going to really happen? And that's their fault already. Because they've not funded the NHS, the most important thing that we have in the UK, which no other country possesses, that we get free National Health Service. Yeah. Where can you walk into an establishment and you're not very well and get sorted? You know what I mean? And not have a big bill drop on your mat the next week.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And the government needs to fund these things because it actually affects everybody. It's not just one person. Yes, the rich can go privately, but you still need doctors there to be able to do these private work. I don't know. You never know when you're going to need the NHS.
Exactly. But guess what?
Go on.
People who need it right now aren't getting it.
Of course not, because they're scared.
That's well. They've scared them away. So people
I know somebody close to me.
Silence.
I know today somebody close to me has just come out of hospital, and they said they walked through the a ward where I think they said, quote me, that it was a COVID ward, and there was people in there, and the nurse was trying to dissuade them not to seek further treatment because she didn't feel it was serious enough. But when a senior nurse checked, she was like, no, the patient needs to be seen now. And then again, she asked, are you sure? And she went, yeah, cardiac pulse. So, come on. What is really going on? There's probably some lazy aspects. Like every establishment that employs people, there's always going to be a lazy aspect of some employees, and the other ones are overworked. And that's the ones, obviously, which could be shown in this video, that the woman's seen. The lazy young people who are there on their phones TikToking. Because I'm sure the people in their 40s and their 50s are not standing around TikToking.
Oh, I bet they are.
You know what I mean? Doing stuff like that. Well, they're probably there sitting around, I don't know, drinking tea and doing whatever.
The heroes or the whole sex playing game.
Seriously, I can't quote because I try to stay away from establishments like that because that's where sick people are. And you've got more chance of catching something serious when you go there. So I can't quote what is going on and what isn't going on within the hospital. Obviously, if people are putting videos that, this is what they're seeing, obviously it must be true because they're in the hospital. But I don't think all the hospitals that's actually happening. You know what I mean? because like some areas are probably more better funded than others, and they have got time to TikTok and dance about, where the other hospitals are like Baghdad, and everybody's running around mad, and people are sitting in the corridors and stuff. So just depends, obviously, where you live. You know what I mean?
Very true. Very true.
So that's my statement on it.
Yeah. Have you heard anything in your country, Alstallio, regarding the? But then again, you have to pay, don't you, in your country?
Pay?
Yeah, don't they have to pay to go into the hospitals like in America? Isn't it the same sort of system?
No,
No.
it's free. It's free as well.
You've got Tourette's.
What's happened?
Everything you pay for is depends what happens. I think for most treatments it's free.
Okay.
But you do pay for the
I was wondering what was going on myself. He was talking like he was an alien.
Having a stroke?
Yeah.
Hello?
Alstallio, you gone?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Well,
some special effects.
No, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you guys.
We apologise.
You can hear me now.
For technical difficulties.
And
We will
the
continue after a short break.
Yeah. Moving swiftly on from the medical side, the video we watched today.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, Alstallio. We've now moved on to our
actually no, but I could hear you guys. You just couldn't hear me. But
yeah,
I was saying just let me wrap this up. I was saying in Germany you don't have to pay. You just have to. You're only going to hit with an ambulance bill that you're going to get for sure. So if you call out an ambulance, you get a bill for that. Any treatments, I believe, is free as long as you're insured with the European card or the German card. And then obviously when you go to the dentist, there's some like work that you get done, which you have to pay for. Like a couple of weeks ago, I had a deep cleaning, teeth cleaning, and I have to pay, man. I can't believe it.
Of course we pay. I pay, I mean.
You pay too?
Yeah.
I thought it's free for the dentist.
No, if you work, you pay.
Okay.
Nothing's free for me, honey. I pay for everything. I pay to live on this earth, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The biggest criminal.
Sad.
They are.
All right. Then let's move on then.
Yeah, the final topic we're going to discuss is that video we watched earlier. Did you watch it, Travesty? Did you get a chance?
No, I
didn't.
The
one where the guy was saying he got fined, and when he researched it, it was a company called ACRO, which is run by certain police.
So it's run by individuals, isn't it? It seems to be set up by
individuals. It wasn't set up by the proper police, Metropolitan Police, or the governing bodies for the police. This was set up by individuals. So he believed that they were this company is fining people illegally.
Fining people for what?
Yeah, because for like he'd been protesting, so he must have been in some bridge or something. He got fined £200 for protesting about lockdown and the rest of it.
All right then.
Yeah, so and he was held in the police station for how many hours and then let out. And then he received that fine. And when he researched the company itself, it was individual police people who'd put it together. So they were like a limited company that was
scamming the people.
Yeah, this is what he believes is happening. Allegedly believes what is happening.
Allegedly, of course, you got
it is allegedly because we don't know for sure. It's just what he has found out. So how do we combat something like this? I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm going to get fined, but should that happen, how would you combat something like that? If these individual police are allowed to set up these limited companies, just like you've got certain wheel clamping companies that, and if you take them to court, they lose because they're doing things that are just not within the law.
Well, this is what I think will happen. If that is truly the case, allegedly.
Yeah.
If that is the case, just like the clamping companies and these rogue traders, somebody will come and shut them down. Just like when they were doing the cheap loans
Yeah.
They've gone
Providence
out of
again.
business. All
Yeah.
of them have gone out of business. At one time, everybody was in debt to them, and they were
Yeah. Yeah.
taking money from people and charging extortionate APR
Pro-
rates.
yeah.
2,000 APR. What the hell, 2,000 APR?
What a
That's
cheek.
£2,000 on a
Yeah.
pound before you
Yeah.
even started. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So you're never going to pay that debt. And because people clubbed together and went to court over it and then went to like the government, they banned everything like that. And you couldn't
Yeah.
do payday loans. So they
Yeah.
went out of business because they only could charge a certain amount and they weren't making
Mm.
the money that they was making. Like
Yeah.
any scam like that, in the end, gets shut down and people do get done because
But
people go to trading standards and then they're
or
investigated. It only takes a few people
or
to go to trading standards and you've had it and they're going to
yeah.
start watching you. So, and then when they
That's
find out you're from the police, you'll be even more worse shamed because you're part of the law and you're carrying on like this and
yeah. Yeah.
extortion, you know what I mean? Taking money from
Or the
people.
government could take it up and decide to carry it on and just take it away from this limited company.
But they already get money from fines when you go to court.
Exactly, but they might decide to get greedy and just, carry it on. Let's
Oh.
hope that what you've said does happen. I mean, this video will hopefully go viral in the UK, and then people start taking a stance and saying, no,
Really,
limited companies shouldn't be making profit off this COVID thing.
at the end of the day, there's an easy clause to get out of that. You just appeal it, and then you
That's
go to
true.
court, and then
Yeah,
it gets
yeah,
highlighted, doesn't it?
yeah.
Within the
The thing
court
is,
justice system, so
yeah,
you can't hide then.
that's
So
true.
so
That's
so don't
true.
worry. That's again another silly video, which is talking crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Let's hope that that clause was put in there though. Because
it will.
what if you got to think of it this way?
You can't
What
set
if
up a limited company of taking money off people, and you're not
giving them an option?
licensed by the government.
Yeah.
Because how are they getting your information? That's GDPR breach straight away. Because
Yeah,
you
well,
can't share your information with people. Just
yeah,
can't. Even the
yeah,
police can't do that. Anybody's only allowed to hold your information for a certain amount of time, and they can't be
yeah.
sharing it if you haven't told them that you can share it. So
That's
once
true.
they're giving out your business to these, how are these people getting your information?
Well,
Are they getting inside tips? The actual arresting officers? Are the
it didn't
sergeant
give
saying,
us.
yo, this is the people? That's what I mean. You've got to read between the lines. How
Yeah,
there's so much that you could throw at this that you could just pick it apart that it's fake.
yeah.
So,
But he was showing the details of the lecture and whatnot, but I didn't see anything. The only thing that worries me is how do you know this limited company is not taking advantage while they can of this COVID situation and put in this is a mandatory fine, so you have no you cannot appeal it. It's just
then you
mandatory. But then
then
again, if you
research
don't
yourself
pay it,
then.
what will happen?
Who
You know what?
cares?
Actually, I know recently so I'm looking at some of the information about them, and there's something I don't know if you have them in England at the moment, but we have them here in Germany. They're called Pay and Display. They've got this company setting up charges in a supermarket car park, and what they do,
Yeah,
some
Yeah,
guy
they do.
sits there. Do they do it in England too?
Of course they do.
So yeah, you got some guy sitting there and he waits because I had one too. And I just went to get a drink and I came out and I had a fine already. I was like, oh, let me, what happened there? And the geezer obviously just waited till I got out of the car, put the fine on, and then left. And I was
yeah,
like, oh, okay. I was waiting and spoke with the guy. I was like, hey, what is this? How come I got a fine? I came and I've actually bought something from your shop, from your
yeah.
establishment, your business, and now I'm getting a fine for it. I said, no. And the guy was like, no, don't worry, you can contest it. Just go and call him up and tell him that you bought something, show him this receipt, and it'll be all fine. So that's
Yeah,
what I
that's what they
did.
do in Aldi.
I called,
Aldi does that.
yeah, they're the same guys. I called
Yeah,
them up and I wrote him an email, sent them the receipt. I said, look, I was there literally. Look, the receipt, your fine was issued then, but like I was in the shop at this time, and this is when I came out the shop. So I don't know what I got a fine. They wrote back to me, was like, yeah, sorry, we can't pull the fine back. You have to pay, but just think and stay aware for next time, so this doesn't happen again.
you didn't have to pay it.
I did know, yeah, but this is the thing. I was like, you guys think you're smart then? So they live in internet search, and I looked around and I figured out that they will write you a total of 3 times, each saying the same thing. After the third time, they won't write you anymore, and then you won't have to
Yeah.
pay. So that's how it
Okay.
goes. What they do is they prey on the gullible, the people who get
Yeah,
scared
they
straight
do.
away. And then obviously
Okay.
they send a couple of letters, and then so you think automatically, oh, it's serious,
Yeah.
I gotta pay. And then after a while, they're like, okay, we ain't got this. This guy's no sucker. This guy's no fool.
Yeah.
We'll try with the
True.
next guy. So
Okay.
actually, if we're smart, we could set up a business like that too.
Yeah,
See
you
those
can.
legal. See those legal. You
Hey,
remember the
well,
clampers? The clampers were the same, weren't they? The clampers.
yeah.
They would wait around the corner
Yeah.
and wait for you to park up. And then when you parked up, you had a clamp on your car. After 2 minutes, you was like, what's this? £90 to get rid of it. You was like, what? Happened to me one time.
Oh, remember?
I had to smash the
breath?
window. I had to smash the window in. Was you there that time I smashed the window in?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I went there.
I was
I
mad.
heard.
I was
I
mad as hell.
remember it.
I
Yeah.
was mad as hell.
You're saying it with a smile on your face as well.
Yeah, because I was like, if you're gonna cost me money, then I'm gonna cost you money.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it. That's it. But this company anyway, going back, they set up in 2015. They made 1.8 million profit in the first year, issuing fines. I sent a message to the certain particular police stations, asking them to explain it. I haven't heard anything back yet. But I'm interested
Do you
to
have
see.
to ask, how did they get their people's information?
No, this guy was arrested. So you got to remember.
No, that's what I mean. I want to know how the company got their information.
Because the guy who was arrested, obviously the people who arrested him probably is part of that company.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So they're breaching GDPR.
Exactly. So this is why we know this is why the guy is sure that it's a scam. Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. That's it, allegedly.
Anyway, at the end of the day.
Oh, he's just a disgruntled convict.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think actually they had no right to arrest him. If you listen to the video, we should have actually played it.
Yeah, we should have played some part of it so the people who are listening can hear it.
Right.
But as you say, we'll be ready for next time.
Yeah.
So if you got the
wait. No, wait. I can actually play the song now.
Am I too early?
But I can play the song now. Is that it already? Actually, no, wait. We haven't even. Oh, wait. There's a. We follow a protocol in this podcast.
Yeah.
We ask everyone how they're doing, what their final thoughts are as we're playing the song. So first, I gotta put the song on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Stop trying to ad-lib.
Yeah. Actually, we have to ad-lib at the start.
We had to all ad-lib out a key earlier. Oh my God, she's learned it. Pudding, she's learned it.
The ad-lib she learned.
I was playing the church songs today. Praise the Almighty. Praise the Lord, the Almighty. I like that song. It's good. Do you remember it? Anyone remember it?
Right, gospel's taking on. Misha Paris has come out with a new album.
Who?
Go girl. Misha Paris. Misha Paris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At my age group, they always go to the gospel sort of singing.
Well, she was in EastEnders as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, for Pig in the Game.
I just want to know where Misha B is. That's what I care about.
Oh, she's going through therapy and stuff. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link to that one, most definitely.
Oh, right.
Yeah, some stuff went down that's kind of really just put her career at stake.
Can you send the link for us all to see it, please?
Yes, I will. I thought I gave it to you. I think I must have gave it to Trashley.
Yeah, I must have done.
The thing is, what career?
She never really got a career start. She didn't really get a chance.
But she never got a look in. You got to look at the fact of with how systematic racism is. That's what really put a massive hole in her career right now.
Yeah. Well, we didn't realise that this should be left for next week's topic because we're talking about the topic of end meeting.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, it's got to play through in a minute.
Put in. Got last words.
I want to inquire. I just want to say, all the schools in the UK or wherever around the world, close the windows. Close the damn windows, man. It's making me feel ill. Making the kids feel ill. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense because you got to look at the fact of when you got to play or go outside, you're going outside and getting the fresh air anyway. So close the windows. Close the doors.
Winter as well.
I know.
Because open site, shouldn't we have to go to work with degrees under 16, centigrade. So look it
Yeah,
up.
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Travesty for president. There.
Travesty, you was the last one. You next.
Well, I'm 33.
You're 33.
Well, that's how I came into this podcast tonight.
33.
Somebody saying I was 33.
I'm lost.
I'm
Is anyone
a bit
else?
lost.
Is anyone there? Anyone else there?
You need to nap, man. You need
Yeah,
to
you need
nap.
to go to
Travesty,
sleep.
don't
I haven't had
sleep.
a nap today. No, I haven't.
Charles, you need to go to sleep,
You're
man. Go to
losing
sleep.
it.
All right, 33. Okay. Mideyah.
I'm just saying my usual Turkish. Allah Allah, iyi cerat.
You got
What?
it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. You guys are boring. Good night.
We are.
Night.
Right, good night.
Good
Bye.
night. Bless.
We will be fine. 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 We will be fine.